All right, well, on the heels of very, very successful Fan Fest and Marlins Spring Swing this past weekend, we are happy, as you've heard, we have hired our President of Business Ops, Chip Bowers, who joins us today. It was an extensive search that took 4 months. Sometimes it feels like it took a little bit longer than 4 months, but we have gotten in our mind the perfect candidate. And he's someone that has a great deal of experience, working most recently with Golden State and being there before they built up that championship organization, and exactly what we're looking for here. So I'll let Chip speak for himself, but we couldn't be more happy and excited to have Chip be a part of the Marlin organization.
Chip's role as far as how you oversee things now, kind of your power structure, what he means to the organization, what he'll be doing?
He means a lot. You know, Chip is, like I said, he comes with a lot of experience, not only in basketball, but he's been with previous baseball organizations as well. So it's something that will make my job a lot easier. And, you know, we're looking forward. Chip's going to start March 5th. So we're looking forward to getting him in and getting him acclimated with everyone in the organization. It will take him some time, just like it took me some time, and it continues to take me time to learn everyone in the organization. But we have the utmost confidence in him, and it's a great value add for this organization.
Derek, you've been the team, 5 months now, 4 or 5 months. Spring training is here.
It is. I'm headed there now, right after this.
Yeah, just kind
so
of.
You guys let me get to spring training.
Feelings about actually.
I'd be there now if it wasn't for you. So don't say I should be there already.
But just kind of your feelings going in now as part owner, CEO, just kind of the contrast to what it was like as a player. What are the differences?
I don't know, because I'm not there yet. It will be odd. I haven't been to spring training since I was a player, so it will be a little bit different. You know, one of the great things is we've had our captain's camp. Gary Dembo brought the group of young players over here to work out at the stadium yesterday. So it was my first time actually being on the field during batting practice, so since I was a player. So I'm sure it will be kind of different and odd, but you know, I think it's a better question to answer after we start. So I haven't been up there yet.
You didn't get the urge to take a couple hacks?
I didn't. No, I have no urge to swing anything except for a golf club, which I haven't done in a while either.
Do you plan on spending much time up there in Jupiter, or do you plan to spend most of your stay down here?
I'll be back and forth. It's important for me to be there. I'm going today. I'll be there tomorrow for the first workout. I'll be back here, and then I'm going back for the full squad workout. And then we have an ownership group that's going when the games start, so I'll be back and forth.
How would you describe the state of the organization today compared to the day you had the news conference right after you completed the purchase?
The state of the organization, and we're in a good spot. We, you know, like I've told you time and time again, I was very vocal from our initial press conference of what the strategy was with the organization, how we're going to move forward, and we've executed how we would like to. There's still obviously some things that we're going to have to change, coming from, you know, the in-park experience for the fans, and you know, on the field we're continuing to look at how we can make this organization better. But we are doing exactly what we set out to do.
Derek, you mentioned the in-game experience. In-game is not that far away this year. What changes, or if anything, have you been able to facilitate a workout or envision happening in the next 5-6 weeks?
I don't want to make any promises I can't keep. We're constantly figuring out how we can make the in-game experience better, so we will be rolling those out over the next few weeks. So I guess the best way to put it is stay tuned. I'd like to tell you now, but I can't, because I don't want to have to go back on things, because we are getting close to the season starting. But it's been our focal point since we got here, making this a fun atmosphere for our fans to come to and enjoy the experience, not just in the park, but you know, your experience as a fan starts before you even pull up. So we're constantly trying to make that better.
Do you anticipate, though, that for this year, though? Even though you
Yeah, there'll be minor changes this year. Obviously, we're up against the clock, you know, considering when we took over the organization. But yeah, I mean, this is something that we have a long-term plan as well. You know, we have short-term plans with the organization, but ultimately it's the long-term plan. And some things that we change, whether it's in the stadium or outside the stadium, takes a lot of time.
Derek, you've hired a guy to run the business side. You have people in place to pick the players and oversee that. So what's your primary difference?
Well, I still make decisions. So, I mean, it goes across both sides. So one thing that, you know, I work very closely with Mike Hill, and I'll work very closely with Chip. And we have to make sure that both sides are aligned. You know, in my mind, there's no separation between business and baseball. It's one organization. So having those two sides being joined at the hip is very, very important.
As
far as the ownership group, have you added investors since October?
Since October,
Or since you closed on the sale team, purchase the team?
we have. Yeah, we have. I don't want to get into any specifics with names because some people choose not to be named. But yeah, we have.
How many?
Like I said, I don't want to get into specifics. But
Well,
we have added.
the names
Our plan all along was this was a plan that we had all along was to add investors that we felt added value to the organization. This is a well-capitalized ownership group. And also what I said before, if we don't add another investor, everyone's fine. So don't think that this is this is not a well-capitalized ownership.
Now, I'm not talking about big ticket items, but there are a lot of free agents out there, guys that could be bargains, guys that could sign maybe to minor league deals. Could you possibly be in the mix for some of those since there's so many names in the price?
We're always looking to make the organization better, the bottom line, but we're not going to just make decisions off the cuff. We have a plan. We're going to stick to that plan. And that plan is to build this organization from the bottom up, and that's from player development and scouting. And we need to add players to our organization, which we've done. We've added 20-plus players since July. So this organization increasingly improves the talent level, and that's how you're going to turn this thing around.
Has the analytics department changed at all in the 5 months that you've been here?
We are. It's something that we are investing money in. Is the analytics department. It's one of the things that it's priority to Gary Dembo and the player development side of the organization, and scouting as well. So yeah, we will add money into the analytics department.
Derek, what kind of response have you gotten when you out and about at business meetings, meeting with people locally? What response have you gotten from local business leaders, potential investors, things like that?
Contrary to popular belief, we've gotten a very warm welcome from individuals and corporations who have reached out and said they want to be a part of this journey. So I think the narrative sometimes could take a turn negative, but we've gotten a warm reception from people in this community, and I've spent a great deal of time getting out and meeting a lot of people, a lot of leaders in this community, and they're all been very supportive.
What kind of team do you expect to see on this field?
A competitive team. Bottom line, we're going to compete. We're going to have people on the field who are professionals. They're going to handle themselves in a first-class manner. They're going to be accountable, and they're going to compete. I think another thing is there's this narrative that we accept losing or we're willing to accept losing. That is not the case. We're going to put players on the field that are going to work hard and they're going to compete. They're going to handle themselves in a professional manner. So we're excited that spring training is going to start, and trust me, over time the fan base here is going to appreciate the players that we have on the field.
Derek, having said that, how's your patience? Because you came from an organization where in your rookie year you were winning from the get.
I'm learning patience. One thing when you're competing, it's especially in this sports, it's instant gratification or disappointment. But I'm learning that you need to have patience when you're building something. But having said that, we want our players on the field expecting to compete and expecting to win.
Previous team ownership and leadership planned a number of permanent tributes to Jose Fernandez. Where do things stand along those lines as far as potential statue, number retirement?
Yeah, we've been in contact with Jose's family, and we understand that it was a tragedy. Obviously, it's a tricky situation because there were other people who lost their lives, but we are in constant communication with the family, and we will honor Jose and what he's meant to this organization in the near-term future. But how we do that is still up for discussion.
You're going to have a facial